What's up everybody? I wanted to make this video just based on giving my advice on how to create a good video for social media. And if you didn't know, my name is Vince, social media manager, content creator. I do a lot of content for restaurants and dentists, as well as my own food page. I've gotten to 66,000 people now. Just wanted to share some of my advice with you so you can do it yourself. I'm here at Wing Factory here in Rancho San Diego, one of my clients, and I figured this would be a good place to do it. Kind of like show you some tips, tell you some tips about what I do and how I make videos for social media for my clients. The first tip I wanted to talk about was planning out your content, making sure that you know what you're filming. I've been here a few times, so I kind of know this restaurant. I know where to film. I know where I'm gonna be at. They have like a big middle section over there, another section behind me, and this is like their corner section. They call it the Goat Lounge, but I decided to bring all the food in this corner. I know there's not a lot of people over here. I won't get bothered that much, and I'll be out of the way because I get a lot of weird looks from people, and people are like, hey, what are you doing over there? Plan out your content, kind of knowing what dishes you're gonna get ahead of time. Sometimes I will reach out to the restaurant. I'll tell them ahead of time, hey, I wanna film these dishes, so I kind of already know what I'm going to film. I want to get this shot with the tacos or this shot with the ribs. So it helps to really plan out your content. And once you do it long enough, you don't have to worry about really planning it out. You kind of have an idea because I film food so much. I know that a pool with these buffalo chicken fries over here, pouring some salsa on the tacos looks really good too. So I kind of have an idea because I've done it so much. And you'll get to that point too. Is it going to be vertical or horizontal? Because, you know, I know some people film horizontal content for social as well as vertical. So if you know, you can either be close up with your phone because you're going to do vertical, or just do horizontal and just crop in to each of your clips. So just make sure you know what platforms it's going to be used for. My next tip is to use good lighting. So a lot of content that I've seen online, it's too dark. It's already hard enough to keep people's attention online. So make sure you have enough lighting, whether you're right by a window, there's a window, big window in front of me, so I have natural lighting, or you get like something like this light right here. This is the RGB video light I turn on right here, and I'm able to get even better lighting with all of the food in front of me. What's cool about this one, I can change the temperature so I can make it warm, or I can keep it cool like this. Different options. Sometimes I'll do a combination. I will use the natural lighting outside and use this light, the regular, as kind of like a backfill light, because so much light's coming from the window that it kind of blocks, makes the other side look too dark. So when I have two, I can actually balance it out the light better so you can get full details of content that you're filming, especially when it comes to food, because you don't want lighting to be the reason why people can't see what you're filming. As a demonstration for you, I have the food right here, and it's a little bit dark on this side, even though I have the lighting from outside. So I turn this on, and helps to make it brighter on this side also. So it looks good on both of the sides. My next tip is to use clear audio. Audio is probably one of the most important things, if not the most important thing when it comes to video content, because people will watch like a blurry video or a shaky video as long as the audio is clear. If the audio is like staticky, just annoying to hear, immediately people will scroll past it. If you're filming like talking head videos like what I'm doing, I'm using this wireless mic from DJI. It connects to my DJI Osmo Pocket right here, and I'm able to be far away from the camera and still get good audio. Shotgun mics you can attach to your phone. Use a shotgun mic and it'll get audio coming forward, or if you're behind it, you can shift the direction of it, get it backwards. Just kind of different options for you there. The mic right here, because the audio is clear, even though it's kind of loud in here. We have TVs behind me, and I'm sure you still can hear it, so you can hear me more. There's a lot of different apps now where you can use to get a voice isolator. I know with Final Cut Pro, the program I use, you can use a voice isolator to isolate your audio, so it's easier to hear you. I'll put some links in the description below. Get some good audio mics. Not too expensive, probably like 20, 30 bucks at most. Obviously, the more expensive they are, the better audio you'll get. I found that sometimes some audio, it'll be cheaper, but it won't get the best audio for your videos. It'll still sound off. It won't sound clear and crisp the way you want it to. So be aware of that. Try out different ones that you like. Figure out what works best for you. My next tip is all about having stable footage. I don't know how many times that I've seen people film content and the footage is just so shaky. You can't really tell what's in it. You can't tell what food they're filming or what they're doing because it's too shaky. Their hand is moving too much. What you can do is get a gimbal for your phone. There's a lot of cheaper options out there. But what I like about my DJI Osmo Pocket, I feel like this is a brand deal for it, but it's not. It comes with its own little gimbal on top. So if I want to walk around with that, I can, because it's on its own gimbal. So it's very stable as I walk around. And I know with iPhones now, they have the action mode where it zooms in and crops in, but then you can also get pretty clear stabilization if you're walking, if you're running, clears up the shakiness, so it makes the video more clear and looks more professional. You can also use a tripod. If you're not moving with your phone or with your camera, you can just get a tripod, sit it on top of something, and just film yourself. I've watched a couple videos where I can tell someone's holding a camera and they're trying to stay stationary, but they're filming somebody that's not moving, that's just sitting there, but it's hard for them because they get tired as they hold the camera. Very frustrating. It's like, just put it on top of something or put it on a tripod so at least it's stable, so I can focus on what they're saying and not so much focus on what else is going on on why is the camera shaking. It's very distracting. My next tip is make sure that whatever you're filming is in focus. There's been too many times where you're moving something, for me especially, I'm just speaking for myself because I'll be filming something and moving towards something and I'll notice that it gets blurry and I won't notice it right away, but later on when I'm trying to edit the video, I'll notice that it got blurry. I'm like, man, that sucks. It's like a waste. Everything's unfocused. What I like about using iPhones or your phone to film is that it's just a simple tap on the screen and it puts everything in focus. So just make sure when you're filming that you are very focused on what's going on and that it's not blurry. Along with that, you'll probably hear about the rule of thirds, where basically it divides the screen on whatever you're filming into 3 sections. So you want to use the rule of thirds to keep everything in frame and keep everything in line, because if it's a little bit off, people will notice and it won't look as professional as it can or as high quality. Using uncluttered backgrounds, not using stuff that is very distracting to the eye. There's stuff behind me that you can see, so it's a little bit distracting, some TVs, but for the most part, you want to make sure it just doesn't look messy behind you. For whatever you're filming, when you're filming something in front of you, make sure you get rid of, like, for example, food content, right? Get rid of all the napkins, get rid of all the extra stuff that doesn't have to be in the shot because it's just distracting. I'm sure the food right now in front of me is distracting you. Just make sure that you get stuff out of the way, so when you're actually filming the food and the content, you only get what you want in the shot and nothing extra. But make sure the audio isn't too loud in the videos. Sometimes people will take the trending audio, put it on a video, and just post it without turning down the volume or just listening to it before it goes live on social, because sometimes the audio will be too loud that you can't even hear what the person is saying, or it's just very distracting audio. I tend to stay away from audio that has lyrics when I'm putting it on top of my videos, keeping it too loud. It's usually at a negative 25 to 30 dB every time I put in my videos, just so you can kind of hear it and you know that it's there, but it doesn't distract the viewer from everything else that I'm saying or what's going on. Like if I was talking to you right now and it was too loud, you wouldn't be able to hear me. It would sound like this, and you'd be like, what is he even saying? Because I can't even hear what's going on. Or you can keep it in the background, just turn it down a little bit, and so people can notice that it's there, still focus on what you're saying. I always do when it comes to my videos, I'm speaking specifically to what I post on social, is I always add captions or subtitles to the videos. Usually in the middle or towards like kind of in between the bottom and the middle, because a lot of people don't listen to videos online with the audio on. A lot of times it's just if they're watching it at work or somewhere where they can't play loud music, so it's silent. So in order to get people to still watch your content even though they're listening to it without the audio on, put on captions or subtitles, and there's a lot of different apps that you can use. One of my favorite apps to do audio subtitles is CapCut. It's so simple, and what I love about it is that you just say auto-generate captions, it'll do it for you, and then there's like some minor things you have to adjust to the whole thing, but overall it's such a good app to use. So there's a bunch of different apps out there, but that's what I like to use, so try that one out for yourself. And those are my tips on how to create a good video for social media. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. You can always shoot me a DM too. I'll be happy to answer you there. And I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, look in the links for more stuff from me, because I'm gonna release more items on creating content, how to build your brand, how to kind of just get things going for you on social media.